Okay, in ISIS 101, we talked about the basics of ISIS and their agenda. Now we're going to look at ISIS as it may pertain so that we could get a feel for the Great Tribulation period. The Bible speaks of this 7-year period of time wherein the first 3.5 years of that 7-year period of time is really a time of unity and diplomacy. The book of Revelation calls it the time of the white horse rider. It's a time of unifying mankind, coalitions of people, getting on the same page from a spiritual standpoint, monetary standpoint, all led by a figure called the Antichrist. So this Antichrist comes in a unifying diplomatic kind of manner, and then halfway through this 7-year tribulation period of time, once he has the allegiance of the nations, he flips and he becomes what his true self is, that of total depravity, that of conquering and overcoming and becoming like God in his own mind. So that's the 7-year period of time. First 3.5 fairly peaceful, the second 3.5 incredibly chaotic. I bring all this up to say ISIS or ISIL at present in the world today is wreaking terror across the Middle East, North Africa, and even other parts of the world, Europe. What do you get a feel? What do you get a sense of this Great Tribulation? For the first time in a long time that I can remember, that seems like there isn't anyone outside of this arena of ISIS or ISIL that doesn't agree that what they're doing is evil. I haven't heard really everyone on the same page with evil in a long time. In fact, to have evil, you have to have good. To have evil, there can't be moral relativity. It is defined as evil, it is evil, it's not up for debate, everyone agrees. And for the first time in a postmodern moral relativism that we're steeped in, we're all starting to agree, okay, that's evil. And remember, once you have evil, you have to have its antithesis, which is good. We're moving as a world into an agreement that there is a God by recognizing the absence of God in the world today. When you begin to decapitate people and ransom people and sell people into slavery, women and children, when you get into mass genocide on a repetitive basis, and not only do it, but be braggadocious about it and publicize it via technology, you've elevated yourself to a whole new level of depravity for which the postmodern world is actually coming into agreement about. We're moving closer and closer to an awareness of both a devil and God himself by looking at the absence of God himself in a group of people. And from this standpoint, it is, quote, helpful. These people are raping and pillaging human beings. They've discounted human life to a new level, not unlike the Holocaust. But in the world we live in today, there's agreement about this, and this is important. They've pillaged banks to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. They've selling oil on the black market. They're pillaging, and just as the Al-Qaeda did, and I find it's kind of slightly humorous, they have acquired and confiscated about 300 Hellfire missiles from the United States that the United States left behind in Iraq. So these people are well fortified, technologically sound, and evil at the core, seeking to annihilate children for watching a soccer game, or to execute a woman on the street, a Muslim woman on the street for simply wearing a red scarf. If you want to know what the Great Tribulation period is about in human history and what it will be like when it comes, you no longer have to imagine as much. We live in a world today where this terror is going on. Now multiply that exponentially. Take every Christian out of the world, empty every church, and let lawlessness and godlessness reign. You're getting a glimpse of it right now with ISIS. In that respect, they are a precursor to biblical prophecy because the Great Tribulation period will be about slaughter, death, this discounting of human life, depravity, being braggadocious about it, and seeking to take over the world and be worshiped. That's exactly what's going on.